Hello, and this is what I ate in a day as a model being in Tokyo. For breakfast, I made myself the viral carrot cake oatmeal. It was amazing.
Starting the day with oatmeal is a classic. Fiber, slow release carbs, and a little sweetness to make mornings less brutal. The carrot cake twist adds micronutrients and flavor. It's one of those meals that feel like dessert, but still give you energy for a packed schedule.
Then I went for some castings. The day was really busy. I went for lunch with my friend to eat my favorite ramen with rice and gyoza, and it was amazing.
This combo is pure comfort food. Ramen gives you broth, noodles, and protein from the egg or pork, while rice and dumplings pile on carbs. Heavy? Yes. Satisfying? Absolutely. This is the kind of meal that powers someone through an afternoon of running around a city like Tokyo.
Then we went for a walk to the shops because it was so hot outside. Then I had more and more casting. Finally, at 9 p.m., I came home and the booker gave me some kind of mochi. Yeah, it was good.
Ending with mochi is fitting. Chewy, sweet, and portion controlled. Not over the top, just a small reward after a long day of castings.
This is everything I ate today. Love you.
This day balances simplicity with cultural indulgence. Strengths include a fiber-rich breakfast that sets the tone, hearty carbs that actually match her busy schedule, and a small sweet ending that feels ritualistic rather than excessive. Weaknesses are the lack of vegetable diversity beyond carrots and a reliance on carbs without much lean protein throughout the day. Overall, though this is a practical, travel-friendly day of eating that reflects her lifestyle, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. Compact, comforting, and culturally grounded. Today's another What I Eat in a Day thin edition. Be nice, no hate, just vibes.
What I eat in a day as a model, I had my first and then second piece of peanut butter toast for breakfast. I then made myself a matcha. Lunch was
Breakfast is simple but effective. Toast with peanut butter brings in both complex carbs and healthy fats. And the second piece shows she was listening to her body. One wasn't quite enough to feel satisfied. Peanut butter also has protein, so this isn't just empty carbs. The matcha on the side is a nice complement, gentler caffeine than coffee, paired with antioxidants that support skin and energy. It's a breakfast that doesn't try too hard but still covers the basics of fuel and satiety.
a KFC popcorn chicken go bucket with tomato sauce.
This choice is very grab and go, which fits into the lifestyle of being out and about. The chicken provides protein in a fast food format, and while it's fried, the portion size of a bucket makes it feel more snack meal than overwhelming. The tomato sauce adds a tangy hit and makes it less dry, even if it's not exactly nutrient dense. What's nice here is that it hits satisfaction without needing a complicated setup. Salty, savory, crunchy, and filling.
I then had a Carmen's bar in the afternoon, carrot sticks and some spinach dip, and had this little coconut cookie I made.
This is actually one of the most balanced sections of her day. The Carmen's bar provides quick energy and portability, useful if she's moving between errands or castings. Carrot sticks with spinach dip sneak in both fiber and leafy greens. Not a huge serving of vegetables, but definitely better than skipping them altogether. The coconut cookie finishes off with something indulgent, but small enough to feel like a mindful treat rather than a binge. It's a mix of nutrition and enjoyment that makes snacking functional and satisfying.
Made these parmas from scratch for dinner. Then I had some onion rings that my brother bought, and then I had a Marvelous Creations.
Dinner is electric and very family kitchen. Palmas are a very flaky, pastry-like food that takes some effort to make, which shows creativity and enjoyment in cooking. Onion rings, courtesy of her brother, bring in a heavier fried element. Fun, social, and a bit greasy. But that's the charm. Ending with the Marvelous Creations bar adds playful sweetness with its mix-ins. It's a casual patchwork dinner that's more about sharing and enjoying rather than textbook nutrition, but that makes it feel more human and grounded. This day balances convenience with homemade touches. Strengths include steady morning fuel from peanut butter toast, a clever mix of snacks that bring in both vegetables and enjoyment, and the creativity of making palmas from scratch. Weaknesses are the heavy reliance on fried foods for both lunch and dinner, and the absence of a substantial protein source in the evening meal. Overall, though this is a flexible, fun day of eating that blends fast food, family food, and a few mindful snack choices, I give it a 7 out of 10. Playful, snack-friendly, and socially grounded.
What I eat in a day as a 6'2" baddie who's strong as fuck. I'm always gonna start every morning with my bone broth. It's great for your skin, hair, and nails. And for my main breakfast, I did a take on my baked oatmeal, but I made it more Greek yogurt based. Like I did half a cup of oats and then I think a full cup of Greek yogurt. It's like my little version of like a brownie with vanilla ice cream on top, but it has like 50 grams of protein. I always have 2 cups of coffee every morning. That's a non-negotiable. And then I'll get into all my routines and go to the gym.
Her day starts on a functional and aesthetic note with bone broth. Hydrating, mineral rich, and something that supports skin, hair, and joints. It's a ritual that feels more like self-care than just eating. The baked oatmeal turned into a Greek yogurt creation is actually brilliant, combining oats with a full cup of yogurt makes it more protein dense, almost like dessert disguised as breakfast. 2 coffees might be a bit much in terms of caffeine, but it sets her into a high energy rhythm for her morning gym and routines.
I always have a protein smoothie after the gym. It's very thick, like a smoothie bowl. And
This is her recovery move, and it's a smart one. A thick smoothie after training provides protein for muscle repair, carbs for glycogen replenishment, and enough volume to feel like a full meal. Making it smoothie bowl thick adds satiety because eating with the spoon slows down consumption and engages fullness cues. The emphasis on texture and satisfaction shows she's not just chugging a shake, but enjoying it as a food experience.
And on Sundays, Dylan always gets me Donut Delight. Y'all will be proud. I got decaf, and it's an almond milk latte with 1 pump of vanilla. I'm rarely hungry midday, but I just made myself a chicken breast for the protein. I don't drink, so I was at a beer garden, so I ended up getting a matcha latte because I knew you guys would roast me if I got a coffee. I also ate like half of these Brussels sprouts. They had like bacon and maple syrup.
This selection really shows personality. The Donut Delight is pure joy, a weekly tradition that makes food about enjoyment and routine. Balancing it later with a simple chicken breast is strategic, plain protein to ground the day. The Brussels sprouts dressed with bacon and maple syrup strike the middle ground. Veggies that are dressed up enough to actually be craveable. It's indulgence and nutrition sharing the same plate, which is honestly how most people stick to balance long term.
For dinner, we had sushi. I had miso soup, and then I'm super hyper fixated on this one specific roll. I had 2 of them. And I always end my night with a peppermint tea.
Dinner is clean and intentional. Sushi brings lean protein, carbs, omega-3s, and variety in a compact package. Miso soup adds warmth, hydration, and gut-friendly probiotics. It's also lighter than her earlier meals, which fits the natural flow of the day. Ending with sushi shows balance. It's a treat food, but also nutrient-rich. Peppermint tea as a nightcap isn't just soothing. It helps with digestion and sets the stage for winding down. It's a non-negotiable ritual that shows she thinks about her day from start to finish. These little bookend choices might give her day a rhythm. This day balances protein with consistent rituals. Strengths include steady protein intake from yogurt, chicken, sushi, and shakes, vegetables sneaking in through Brussels sprouts, and rituals like bone broth and peppermint tea that add structure. Weaknesses are the heavy caffeine early in the day and a lower variety of fruits outside the smoothie. Overall, though this is a thoughtful, strength-focused day of eating that feels intentional without being rigid, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. Structured, satisfying, and performance-driven.
What I eat in a day is a model to stay healthy, skinny, and happy. Now I'm working in Seoul and finally I had a day off, so this was my breakfast: ciabatta with egg, cheese, and salad, and also my tea.
Breakfast sets a balanced tone here. The ciabatta provides carbs for energy, while the egg and cheese layer in protein and fats for satiety. Adding salad into the sandwich is a small but smart touch. Leafy greens bring fiber, micronutrients, and a bit of crunch to lighten what could have been a heavier start. Paired with tea, it's simple but grounding, fueling her day off while still leaving room for fun foods later.
After breakfast, I went to the shopping mall, and on my way, I found this amazing place with taiyaki. I bought one with chocolate cream and almond.
This section is a parade of indulgences, but each one is tied to culture and personal enjoyment. Taiyaki, a fish-shaped pastry stuffed with chocolate cream and almonds. It brings nostalgia and novelty in each bite.
It was so freaking delicious. For lunch, I bought ramen, strawberry milk, and some fried chicken.
Lunch leans indulgent again, but in a way that reflects her environment. Ramen provides salty, savory, comfort, fried chicken layers, and crunch and protein. While it's not vegetable heavy, it's satisfying, hearty, and perfectly in line with exploring Korea on a day off.
And yes, I'm obsessed with Korean strawberry milk. Then I found really cute pink cake with sakura flavor. Actually, it was not that bad, but not that good. And then I bought pistachio ice cream. And this This was really good.
Strawberry milk is whimsical and distinctly Korean, more about joy than nutrition. The Sakura cake adds a seasonal and floral element, unique, even if she admits it wasn't her favorite. Pistachio ice cream is clearly the star, creamy, nutty, and her admitted favorite sweet. And mine too. These choices may be sugar heavy, but they show food as memory making and emotional connection, not just fuel.
Because honestly, ice cream is my favorite sweet, especially pistachio ice cream. Then I want to show you just a little bit of cherry blossom. It's amazing, in Seoul. For dinner, I ate ciabatta, steak, and veggies. Thanks for watching.
Dinner returns to balance, grounding the sugar heavy afternoon with protein, fiber, and savory satisfaction. Steak delivers iron, zinc, and protein, while the vegetables add freshness and nutrients to the plate. Pairing it with ciabatta ties the day back to our breakfast, giving it a sense of symmetry. This meal feels like the reset of the day, wrapping things up on a wholesome note. This day balances indulgent exploration with a grounding finish. Strengths include cultural food experiences like taiyaki and sakura cake, balanced bookend meals with protein and vegetables, and the joy of celebrating favorites like pistachio ice cream. Weaknesses are the sugar overload across the middle of the day and limited variety in protein sources. Overall, though this is a playful, travel-inspired day of eating that captures both curiosity and comfort, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Joyful, culturally rooted, and sweet forward.
What I eat in a day as a model who doesn't follow a diet and eats intuitively. I always have an RX bar in the morning to get something in my system and a lemon water. Picked up an iced vanilla latte from Kit Coffee.
Her morning is light but intentional. The RX bar is quick fuel, a mix of dates, nuts, and protein that provides steady energy without needing a full sit-down meal. Lemon water adds hydration and a refreshing start to her day, something that feels cleansing without being extreme. The iced vanilla latte adds caffeine and enjoyment, bringing in that morning ritual of flavor and comfort. It's not a heavy breakfast, but it checks the boxes of energy, hydration, and satisfaction before heading out.
Got some snacks at the gas station. We had lunch provided at our shoot today. I decided to get some fish tacos. And we ate so many fries throughout the whole entire shoot. Then I got a Diet Coke for a little caffeine, ate my Sour Patch on the way home. Came home and saw an apple fritter, so I had to eat some.
This section is chaotic in the best way. Fish tacos bring in lean protein and omega-3s, while the fries are salty, filling, and practically mandatory at a shoot where energy dips happen fast. A Diet Coke adds caffeine and fizz, helping her stay alert, while Sour Patch Candy is fast hit of sugar and fun. The apple fritter is a heavier, doughy indulgence, showing that when food is laid out or shared, she doesn't hold back from enjoying it. It's not the cleanest meal, but it's realistic for a long shoot day where food is as much about mood as it is about fuel.
My dog wanted some as well. Best part of living at home, food is always laid out for me. Had some turkey roll-ups for dinner along with some rice because it was sitting out and it looked good.
Dinner pulls things back into a more grounded zone. Turkey roll-ups are light and protein-rich, giving structure to the evening meal without being overly complicated. Rice adds easy carbs that balance it out, showing that she leans into what's available and satisfying at home. It's practical and straightforward, a meal that fills her without any fuss.
Then I decided to snack on some beef jerky and these white cheddar popcorn chips.
Her evening ends with classic snack choices. Beef jerky delivers protein in a salty, chewy form that's satisfying and convenient. White cheddar popcorn chips bring crunch and nostalgic fun flavor. Together, they're not the most nutrient-packed foods, but they show her preference for grazing on things that keep her satisfied and entertained at the same time. This day balances practicality. Strengths include portable protein sources like RX bars, turkey, and jerky, plus a willingness to enjoy snacks and sweets without guilt. Weaknesses are the lack of fruit and vegetables across the day, and a reliance on convenience foods during the shoot. Overall, this is a fun, flexible day of eating that reflects both her busy schedule and her relaxed approach to food. I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. Casual, snack-heavy, and carefree.
Here's what I eat in a day as a balanced and mindful 22-year-old who likes to stay toned and lean but also eats very balanced and fuels activity levels. So I woke up and I had a coffee and apple before breakfast, which was a pitta with 2 scrambled eggs. Obviously I had to have ketchup with it and I had to get rid of the pittas in my cupboard, therefore I had that.
She starts the day with a combination of quick energy and comfort. Coffee delivers the caffeine boost, while the apple brings in fiber and natural sugars to gently wake up her system. The pita stuffed with scrambled eggs is hearty and protein rich. It's practical and resourceful too. She mentions finishing the pita bread from her cupboard, which shows she's about minimizing waste while still making a meal satisfying. This breakfast is a mix of intentional nutrition,
A good session at the gym, glutes and abs and cardio, and then boom, another fucking pita. But this time I had sweet chili mayo, Linda McCartney sausages, and a little snack plate.
Lunch leans into convenience again, but with a more indulgent twist. Plant-based sausages layered into pita give protein and savory satisfaction, while sweet chili mayo adds a punch of flavor and fats. The snack plate alongside it rounds things out, providing variety in a grazing-style element that breaks up the heavier sandwich. While it repeats the pita base from breakfast, the fillings keep it from feeling stale, more about comfort and consistency than culinary adventure.
I looked so tired at that point. I had a nap and I made this unreal acai bowl. I did a little TikTok on it. It's so easy. I sprinkled on some Weetabix for some texture, and if you don't eat it with your sunglasses on.
The acai bowl is where color and freshness enter her day. Acai berries are antioxidant rich, and blending them into a bowl makes it both energizing and visually appealing. Sprinkling Weetabix over the top adds crunch and texture, transforming it from just a smoothie into something that feels layered and satisfying. She even jokes about eating it in sunglasses, turning a snack into a vibe, showing food as an experience and not just fuel.
And then I don't know. I made the most unreal slow cooker chickpea and red lentil curry.
And closes her day with a sweet treat in a calming ritual. The cornetto is light and fun and creamy, while tea helps digest and signals the body it's time to wind down. Ending with something sweet but portion shows she knows how to balance satisfaction without overcomplicating things.
I genuinely blew my socks off with this. It was really lovely. Finished the day off with a white chocolate cornetto, and
This day balances practicality with nutrition and fun. Strengths include steady protein from eggs, plant-based sausages, chickpeas, and lentils, and a wholesome, flavorful dinner that ties the day together. Weaknesses are some repetition with the pita base and fewer fresh vegetables compared to her other food groups. Overall, though this is a thoughtful and colorful day of eating that blends mindfulness with personality, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Vibrant, balanced, and cleverly structured.
What I eat in a day is a muddle. For breakfast, I had 2 pieces of Vegemite toast, which I clearly forgot to film, a very weak coffee.
The day kicks off in a classic Australian way, with toast. It's salty, rich, and pairs well with butter, giving both B vitamins and a hit of savory flavor first thing in the morning. The weak coffee is interesting. It suggests she isn't going for a caffeine jolt, but still wanted that warm start. Together, it's light, simple, and very grounding. This is the kind of breakfast that feels more about comfort than a heavy nutritional load.
And then had a little snack Kit Kat. Lunch was a lazy cheese and biscuits. I had fruit and some mini eggs and a few servings of plain corn chips.
This part of the day is pure grazing, mixing sweet and savory in a way that shows variety. The Kit Kat is playful in a quick sweet bite. Cheese and biscuits add protein and fats, balancing the sugar with something more grounding. Fruit is a refreshing inclusion. Finally, some fiber and micronutrients. While mini eggs and corn chips keep the snacking playful and indulgent, it's not a structured meal, but it keeps energy levels rolling steadily through the day.
Dinner was steak, chips and salad, and dessert was like 4 of these little chocolate things.
Dinner is the anchor meal here. The steak provides protein, iron, and satiety, while chips bring in comfort carbs. The salad balances it with freshness and micronutrients, showing that the plate wasn't all heavy. It's a traditional meat and veg style meal that feels wholesome and grounding after a more snack heavy day. Dessert keeps the theme consistent, playful indulgence but portioned. 4 chocolates are just enough to feel satisfying without going over the top. It wraps up the day on a sweet note that feels relaxed and casual. This day balances grazing with a grounding dinner. Strengths include variety across snacks, a solid anchor meal with steak and salad, and small touches of fruit and dairy that make it more rounded than it looks. Weaknesses are the lack of structured meals earlier in the day and a heavy reliance on snack foods for energy. Overall, though, this is a casual and realistic day of eating that reflects flexibility over formality. I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. Unstructured, playful, and low-key satisfying. Thanks for watching another What I Eat in a Day Thin Edition. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below for more daily compilation breakdowns. Social media linked below. New chaos every day. See you in the next one. Bye!